Karen Dempsey here from For Networking Australia. I love networking, I'm really involved in networking. One of the things I want to ask for advice and tips on networking in general is, how do you actually maximise your networking? You come along, you swap business cards, sometimes people don't get the follow-up that they're expecting, they don't get the business they're expecting. What would be your tips on that? What things can we do as a network to improve that?
So thanks, Karen, for that's a great question, and I'm sure that you're not the only person working within a networking organisation that gets a little bit frustrated. And the thing to remember is that as small business owners, we don't actually get any training anywhere on networking. Not until we've actually made the conscious decision to join a network, and sometimes that can be a little bit too late for the people that you're talking about that make their decision before they're able to see results. So I would say that there are two main things that you can do as an organisation to really help people. And the first thing is, even as people are initially there at the meeting, it's making sure that they're prepared. So as people are booked in to come to a meeting for the first time, when you call them to let them know and confirm that they're coming and talk about the numbers, potentially at that point introduce to them the fact that they're going to have 40 seconds to talk about their business, and that they're going to have some open networking time where people will want to know things like their ideal client, who are the kind of people that they work with. So start to get people thinking that networking is not just about what happens in the room. Because if you already start to introduce the concept that there's stuff happening before they get into the meeting, then they will also understand that there's more to do afterwards, and they're more likely to do the follow-up when they see that just being at the meeting is a part of a process that they're working their way through. So that would be the first thing that I would suggest, is to maybe just add in a step before the meeting. The other thing that I would then do is to have somebody from a leadership team, a leadership role, or the person that invited a visitor, a couple of weeks after somebody's been to a meeting, just to give them a call and just check in with them with regards to have they followed up with people, have they heard from people. And so just encouraging that within that sort of 2-week period, that your members and then other people that are visiting, that's really good and important to keep that focus, keep that connection, and build on the relationships that you've maybe made in the room. I think with just helping people to understand that networking is not just about what happens over breakfast, just what happens in that room, but that there is a start where you're preparing for the meeting, the middle of the process is the meeting, and then so much more happens afterwards as the relationship is built and the follow-up is done. And I think if as an organisation you're able to help and train your members in that, and for those of you out there that are watching this, that are out there networking, for you to understand as well that the networking is a bit in the middle, but there's either side of that as well, and it's either side that is going to mean that your networking gets all the results. So I hope that helps, Karen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.